Hello, my name is Israel,
I'm Jeffrey. I'm Pranav.
and we built Verdict. We live in an era of information abundance, yet we're the least informed generation in history. As busy college students, we want to be informed about what's going on, but reading long articles and keeping up with everything going on can honestly feel like homework. So we end up getting a lot of our news on platforms like social media, and we noticed a dangerous pattern. A lot of people just end up echoing chambering opinions on issues that they don't really understand because there's not really a format and it's not built for the scrolling era. And that's why we built Verdict.
Yeah, and also on Instagram, like the distractions, there are so many that I end up not really paying attention to the news. And then when I do see news, I kind of just like save it for later and forget about it. And so here's the core feature. This is our For You page of
Secrecy. AI
videos here.
research
These
was
are short form videos on uh, like social topics that are important in
giants and rebels
the
competing
modern day. And so these are about like open source LMs.
safe market
The back. We have
from
some more
land grants
about
to
tuition, whether it should be free or not.
government.
And then we also have like things on like
Reformers
possession
face
of
off
drugs.
against
So this is the For You page. And then if we go into the topics here, these are the three topics that we have generated so far. These correspond to what you just saw in the feed, and we can open any of these, let's say possession of drugs. And here, the core feature is that you can vote to see your opinion and compare it to other people's opinion. But before we allow you to vote, you first have to be educated. So you can read here like the summaries of debates, and then you can watch our full
from
short form
19th century
series. And then after you've watched the full series,
stalled
you can go up here and you can start voting. So let's say I think that drug prohibition is necessary, so I'm going to vote here, and that casts a vote. And so far, apparently people think that we should possess drugs, and I think differently, and that's okay.
Yeah, and now let's talk about our tech stack and our pipeline. So as you can see, we have a figure here of our stages. We first have a topic seed. So let's say you want to know more about AI ethics. And we start there, and then we go to stage one, which is deep research. Here we have a deep research Gemini model, which will go through and extract all information related to this topic, and then we'll extract it. Stage two is then where we have two different agents debating against each other. This is where you get the two different perspectives, and this is where they debate each other, and then you can gather that information, and then which is a debate summary, and you can create a script, and this script will now be used for text to speech and still images to create the actual reel. That's stage four here for text to speech, and stage five here is in stills. And then we put that together through this FFmpeg assembly, and then we have our rules. This is all then stored in our Supabase storage. And to talk more about Gemini, as I mentioned, we have the different stages here and what it does. So we actually use Stitch to design this front end, and then we use Gemini Deep Research Max for the actual research aspect. And then we use Gemini Flash Preview for extracting all that research information, Gemini 3.1 Pro Preview for the actual debate agents, the two different agents that are gathering information on the two different perspectives. And then we use Gemini Flash Preview to summarize that information. And then we have another Gemini Flash Preview to generate the actual scripts, which are then used by a 2.5 Flash Preview TTS Gemini model, which will create the audio wave file. From there, we use Nano Banana Flash to generate still images, and we combine both of these and create the reels. And to do all of this, we use Gemini Interactions API. This is our single endpoint for putting this entire from deep research all the way down to the actual image generation and real creation. And finally, we also use the Google AI Studio. This is just the infrastructure, the platform to make this all happen.
Okay. I guess.
Outro.
And then I think the core idea here, the product here is that we're kind of just moving beyond just like quick reactions and kind of moving towards actual nuanced signal. By leveraging a pipeline that kind of controls the whole information pipeline, whether it's research, the adversarial agents, we create actual depth and accessibility while you're scrolling. In terms of what we want to do next, it's more so about autonomously distributing this content across actual social media platforms like TikTok and Reels. And we also want to open up our agentic pipeline to the community by hosting it ourselves, having people be able to contribute to the research pipeline, maybe make more informed choices and improve these models over time, and kind of just improve the content that we make and put out there.
Yeah, and additionally add more topics because right now we only have 3, but our pipeline supports any topic on any social issue that you could think about.
Yeah, super modular.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.